and you will never be tune in. Tune in.
You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
Welcome, everybody. Another edition for the MLB Picks 415. Last day to do your taxes. So all the people who won last year, you might want to pay on them earnings that you won that money on. You want Uncle Sam coming at you a few years later. You know what I mean? So make sure you take care of them taxes today. It's the last day for that. But no further ado, we got all MLB teams playing today. So we're gonna get started with these picks. First on the menu today, we got Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Miami Marlins. We got the season Diamondbacks 3-3 on the road. Miami Marlins is 6-4 at home. Surprisingly, they are still above 500 at home. I am shocked, but guess we're taking this season seriously. So congrats to them so far because I don't know if it's gonna last long. But coming in, we got on the run line +1.5 for the Marlins. Of course, they're leaning pretty heavy on the Marlins today. 55% they believe that they can pull this off today. With me, honestly, looking at the pitches, Merrill Kelly, 7.20 ERA, whip is 1.60. Going against Gillespie, who was a 3.86 ERA pitcher, 1.14 whip. With these two right here, I was looking at everything. I wish my boy wasn't hurt. Martell, he's still hurt for the Diamondbacks. That's my go-to guy. But since he ain't there, I'm just going to take the over. I think it's going to be. I think the ball's going to get to hitting with the sticks, and I think they're going to get some runs scored in. So I'm pulling for the over. Really not too much on that, but if you guys look for a winner, I mean, Marlins, like you said, yeah, they're 6-4 at home, but I don't know if they can hold the stands because I just think Arizona's just a flat out better team than them all together. So but they're leaning towards them to win. Me, I have no winner. I will take the over 8.5 total runs, and that's what I'm sticking with. And we are going to go to the next one. Next game, we have Seattle versus the hot Reds. Man, this team is on fire, especially that pitching staff. Them pitchers is really, really nice right now. Mariners are 0-3 in a row, no wins this season, playing away, going against the 5-4 Reds at home this season. Pitching today for both teams, we have Louis Castillo for the Mariners, ERA 2.12, whip is 1.12, going against Nick Lodolo. 2-1 on the season as far as wins, 0.96 ERA with a whip of 0.70. Yes, they're leaning towards the Reds. Like I said, the Reds are playing really good. I know they play against Pittsburgh, but before that, just their pitching is superb. Mariners also hot too. They're 4-1 on the season, 4-1 on the last 5 games. So is the Reds. So we have two hot teams. You're more hearing about the Reds because of the pitching that they got. Hunter Green, I think he's the best pitcher in the league, but people argue and say Skeens. You see Skeens, my back raised money line. I didn't get to that yet at the start. Just got to stay tuned, man. I got you. Welcome to the show, though, Johnny. Who's that? Johnny YC. Welcome to the show. That's on TikTok. Like I said, but for this one, the pitching right there will always have me dictate taking the under, which I would like to do. The under sounds real. It just sounds like a gimme. Both these pitchers are definitely good too. Like I said, the Reds, their pitching core is definitely there as a whole team. Yeah, so I'm going with the under. I really didn't look too much further, like far as the bats. The bats are going. Like I said, the Reds, man, they're leaving teams not scoring nothing. I'll give you the last results. The games they won. The most runs they gave up in the last 5 games was 6. And of course, it was against the Giants, who are like 3 or 4, the best team in the league. And the game before that, they held them to no points. They gave them a shutout. So, and of course, Pittsburgh, they scored no more than 2 runs against them. So, with that being said, the Reds pitching staff is just incredible. And like I said, the Mariners doing the same thing. They picked it up because they was getting bashed on a road, and they got their things together. Their pitch staff's real good too. So when you got 2 pitching staffs like this, you look for the under winner. Go ahead and take your chance. If you think you know more than me, be my guest. But I'll tell you this right now, I'm taking that under. Yes, a lot of people say, "Oh, pick the Reds. They're 4-1 last 5." So is Seattle. They're just not being talked about because they have no star or nothing that stands out for their 4-game winning streak like the Reds do. But the under I'm taking 8.5. I'm going for that. So if you're telling me, tell me on that pick. We are going to the next game. My Pirates, my Pittsburgh Pirates, great victory yesterday. Um, that's what happens when you got schemes on the mound. What do you expect more than that? 10 Ks, beat them 10-4. The bats was actually working. Cruising them guys are actually hitting the ball for once, so can't be can't be more happy than what it is. But it's sort of back to reality. But we got Mitch Keller on the mound today, and hey, like I said, Mitch is no slouch. He ain't the best, but he ain't no slouch. He holds it down. So with that being said, we are seeing the Nationals who only won one game in a row this season. Pittsburgh above 500 at home, 4-3. Plus 1.5 in the run line is for the Nationals. Pitches for the Nationals today is Jack Irvin, 5.63 ERA with a whip of 1.50 going against Mitch Keller. 1-1 on the season, 4.24 is the ERA, a 1.35 is his whip. Yeah, with this one right here, yes, they're leaning heavy on the Pirates. I am too. Now the Nationals, people will think different because they see what they did against the Dodgers. Yeah, we know. But after that Dodger situation, which was long ago, they're 1-4 since. Marlins been giving the beat down, giving the blues. Pirates gave it to him yesterday. I don't expect much today. Like I said, Mitch Keller definitely holds his own when it comes to pitches. So I think, me personally, I'll put this down slip. Pirates 1.5 on the run line with Mitch Keller getting 5 Ks. I like that. I think he can get 5 Ks today. I'm confident that when he has 14 strikeouts on the year, I think he can pull this one. I'm pretty sure the Nationals bats cool down, so there's nothing to worry about on that end. I think we can get some hits off. I'm pretty sure, like I said, cruising them guys can give us another day of what they did yesterday. So I'm expecting that. For that pick, Pirates 1.5 on the run line. Mitch Keller 5 strikeouts. To the next one we go. San Fran and Philly. This is, like I said, two power 10 teams. I think Philly was ranked 3rd and the Giants was 7th on the power rankings, which they'll be out in 2 days. I'll have that for you. But until then, Giants 8-2 on the road this season. Phillies are 5-2 at home. They took a beat down yesterday against the Giants. They beat them good too. It looked good at the first inning, and then it just took off from there, and the Giants just went on a rampage. But today's a new day. It's gonna be nice in Philly though too. It's gonna be 60 degrees, so it's pretty nice considering the weather we've been having here out east. They're weighing heavy on the Phillies today. They think that there's no way Philadelphia can get beat down like that again. So because on the mound for Philadelphia, you have Jesus Luzardo, who is an ace. 2-0 on the season, 1.50 ERA, whip is 1.00. Going against the veteran Justin Verlander for the Giants. He has no wins on the season yet, but he's 6.92 on the ERA stats and 1.69 on the whip. Now, Reds money line. I took the under on that one with the Reds, man. Yeah, you could because they're hot. But remember, the Mariners are 4-1 too, so 4-1 also, same record in the last 5 games. Like I said, I like the under on that one. But don't get fooled because the Reds are hot and they're on TV or they're being talked about. Mariners are just as good. So I'll take the under if I was you. But for this game right here with the Phillies, hey, I'm gonna go with the pitcher, Luzardo, man. I'm gonna go with him getting over 6.5 Ks. I think he can really put these batters back in the dugout. You're mad and throwing things around. I think going to leave them frustrated today. That's what I look at for that one. Actually, both pitchers really. So you could definitely choose the under, but I like Luzardo to get over 6.5 Ks. And if you want to parlay with the under 8.5. I don't. Not with these two pitchers. I don't see you going far. You like Phillies over Giants? They sold them yesterday. Yeah, they sold a lot of people yesterday. Take the under today. Take the under. Take the under. You got two aces on the mound. You got the veteran Verlander, and like I said, Luzardo. He's 2-0 on the season. Take the strikeouts. What either one or take the under. That's my read for that today. Don't fool yourself today. All right, just be safe, man. Tell me on that one. And like I said, you listen to what I got to say. Leave a comment and let me know did I get it right or wrong. but that under sounds real good at Luzardo with the strikeouts. So like I said, for that one, before I get off this game, one more time, Luzardo, the pitcher for the Phillies, I got him for over 6.5 strikeouts, and I like the under for that one. If you parlay that, the over under for total runs 8.5. I like the under 8.5. So that's what we're rocking with that one. On to the next game, we got Boston and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, whew, yeah. I don't know what happened to Boston yesterday, but I guess they went down to nice weather. They must got too relaxed. You know, they went down anywhere you go out in Florida. They must have partied too hard last night or the night before, I should say, because they came out like they was hungover. They couldn't hit nothing for nothing. That was a bad game. 16-1, they got their heads blown off. So with that being said, plus 1.5 for Boston, of course, after that smackdown yesterday, what you expect. They're leaning heavy towards Baltimore again. Sorry, Tampa Bay again. To win this one. Pitching on the mound, though, you do have Walker Buehler. He's 1-1 on the season, but it's ERA 5.74. Let me see Harper Hernandez Freeman home run tonight. I do like Freeman, but I don't know, man. The Rockies got a decent pitcher. I'll get to that game. Hang on tight, man. I got you. We'll get to that game soon. But yeah, so Boston does have Walker Buehler pitching 1-1 on the season. 5.74 is the ERA, and the whip is 1.20. Or sorry, 1.28. Going against Ryan Pepiot. 1-1 for him on the season, 3.38 ERA, and the whip is 1.50. And yeah, but this one right here also I'll get the same way. I don't see how Tampa Bay really lets down against them. You like the Guardians? I ain't get to that game yet, my guy. Stay tuned. I got you. Yeah, like I said, back to this one. I like Tampa Bay again. I don't see where it would go wrong. I like the money line for that one. Really nothing else to read. Money line. And you could take the team total if you want to. I like the team total over. I think it's at maybe 3.5, 2.5, but I like the over on the team total. Guaranteed money line for Tampa Bay, and I like the over on the team total for them. I don't think Boston's ready yet. They're not looking too good. 2-3 in the last 5 for them, but like I said, they lost the game before that against the White Sox. Devers going off tonight. I would hope so after last night. I hope he does go off. But like I said, Tampa Bay got a pretty decent pitcher on the mound, but we'll see. Maybe he'll get you a hit if you like him for a hit on a parlay. That's the best I would say. We shall find out though. Yeah, we'll go off to that game. On to the next one. We got Devers 0-6 against his pitcher with 4 Ks. Yeah, that's a that's a A. Yep, Jekyll 7-7. You're right. D-backs team sold over 4.5 runs. Yeah, well, I like that. Oh no, that's 4.5 runs. No, no, I don't like the 4.5 over. I like the total runs over though. I think it's 8.5. I'll take that, but I won't go with that because Marlon's got a decent pitcher on the mound tonight. I forgot his name. Yeah, and he's his whip is I think a 1.12. ERA's at a 2. So I don't know. I would hold off on that one. I would go with the over total runs on that game, which is I think 8.5. All right, next game we got the Giants. And sorry, that's wrong game, y'all, wrong game. Let me bring that back. We got the Guardians. Here we go, right here, my guy. Cleveland versus Baltimore tonight. Cleveland 3-6 on the road. Baltimore 2-3 at home. Plus 1.5. They're giving the Indians on the runs. And this is why it's 8.5 over. We got pitcher tonight. Logan Allen, the lefty from Cleveland, 0-1 on the season. Yeah, because they got beat down at home. I can't remember who that was against, but yeah, he gave, I think, 6 hits that game. 3.60 ERA. Whip is 1.80 going against Charlie Morton, who's not really too good either. On the season, he is 0-3, 8.78 ERA, 1.88 whip. Yeah, so with this game right here, the first I'm looking at, these guys, they're getting hits. They're giving up hits like crazy. Feel like people just go on the mound and just do things they're not supposed to do. Carlos Santana home run. Yeah, I like that one. That sounds pretty good right there. Let me see. They're leaning heavy on Baltimore. With these whips, you would take the over 8.5 total runs. That's the easy. So you could do that. You could parlay that up with I don't look right here. You could parlay this. What I did. Sorry, y'all. I like the over 8.5, and I like Jose Ramirez from the Guardians to get 2 bases. Link that, you get a nice little sweet deal there. So that's why I like for the parlay. A lot of hits going to be given up tonight. The bat's going to be cracking. The run's going to be coming in. You might be able to get Cedric Mullins for an RBI. That don't sound too bad right now. Ramirez between the two. Matter of fact, I say Ramirez will probably get you the RBI for sure. So if you want to do that one too, but my guarantee tonight, Rays money line, yeah, for sure. Rays money line for sure. I don't think Boston's going to snap back out of it yet, man. I think they was down a party at Tampa Bay too much. After 16-1, I don't see really bouncing back. I like the money line for that one. But back to this game, I'm going for sure. I like the over total runs 8.5. Parlay that with Ramirez to get 2 bases. That's mine right there. That's my pick. I like that pick. I'm confident with that pick, and we gonna roll with that pick. Tell me y'all want to win. Gotta tell that bet. But let's get to the next one. We got some games coming up here, y'all. We got pretty solid games left. We have Kansas City Royals versus them Yankees. Them Yankee boys. Oh man, they're up and down, but I think they caught the stride again. I think they're done being slumped and blowing games. Reds Mariners first 5, under 5 first 5. Yeah, that don't sound bad, especially with the Reds and Reds and Mariners. Well, like I said, the pitching right there, the pitching should show you right there. The under is definitely going to me would hit. That's a good pick right there. Shout out to you, Colby. I'm glad you joining us and stuff, man. Appreciate the love. Yeah, the Royals versus the Yankees. Yankees 6-4 at home. Royals 2-5 on the road. Plus 1.5. Of course, they're going to give it to the Royals for that. But reason why? Because the pitching that's going on tonight. So pitching for the Royals, you got Michael Walker. He's a righty, 20 on the ERA, 1.40 on the WHIP. He's 0-2 on the season, going against one of the better pitchers. Who I like, Max Fried. 2-0 on the season, 1.56 ERA, 1.21 is that WHIP. And yeah, this one right here, I'll tell you right now exactly what I did. I moved the run line up to 2, and I'm taking Free to get under 5.5 hits allowed. I lumped that straight up. So there's really nothing you could do. I mean, there's so many ways you can go about it, but the play I like for that one, I'm going with that. I'm moving that teasing the run line up to -2 for the Yankees, and I'm taking Free to get under 5.5 hits allowed. I think he's going to go there, ace him out, give him that 1-2 punch, knock him out, and the Yankees should get their score on with this one. I think they should score some points, and there's definitely a couple player props you could probably jump on. You could probably get a hit out of Volpe. Yankees money line for sure. Yeah, I'm confident to make Yankees money line. I said Yankees -2 run line. That's what I'm going with today. -2 run line for the Yankees. Shout out to you, Pooty. -2 for the run line for the Yankees. That's what I like. All right. Yeah, with that one more time, Yankees are going -2 run line and Free under 5.5 hits allowed. That's my play right there. Yes, sir. Johnny, yeah, Yankees money line. Shout out to you, my boy. Shout out to you, Pooty, man. Thank you for joining, man. Got some more games for you, man. Stay tuned. Let's get these wins. Let me give you these picks I got. Next game we got coming up. Sorry about that. We got the ATL boys. We got them Braves going against the Blue Jays. Yeah, we all got a couple of us picked up yesterday, the Blue Jays, man. We got fooled, but I've been talking good about the Braves most of the season. I just figured they could bounce back. And also, too, with the Braves, they're missing Acuna and Ozuna. That's really hurting them, too, because they need them. Because you figure, man, the hitting, not having Ozuna there, not to hit, is really hurting them pretty good bit. So, yeah, they should get them guys back. I think they're coming back this weekend, I believe. Yeah, the 19th be this weekend. So, until then, they got to make do what they got to make do. They're leaning heavy with the Braves. 56% believe they can pull this one off. And I really see how they couldn't because, they're back to normal, I should say, for the most part. But pitching today for both teams, we got Spencer Schwellen back, 1-0 on the season, 0.45 ERA. WHIP is 0.65. Going against Kevin Gausman, 1-1 on the season, 2.33 is the ERA. The WHIP is 0.62. Sounds some good pitching there, y'all. Everybody's on the borderline of the over-under as far as the total runs. It's hard to say. Man, I feel like the Yankees could pull this out, but I went with Gausman for strikeouts. I wanted to get 6 strikeouts. I'm going Kevin Gausman get 6 strikeouts. I think they'll come back and bounce back from that loss yesterday, and I think the pitching will help that out. Probably going to be more of a low scoring game. They gave up 8 yesterday. I think it might be better today than that. So for me, Kevin Gausman, 6 strikeouts. If I had another bet to make on it, I would definitely go under 7.5 total runs. That's a play I like for that one. Let's get to the next game. We got Detroit versus the Brewers. Yeah, Detroit red hot. Y'all like how I picked that one? I called that one good yesterday, huh? What I tell y'all, 1.5, and I told you school would get over 6.5 Ks. That smacked quite easily, didn't it? Told you Detroit, definitely up there. They moved the power rankings too. I think there's number 8. We'll see where they go at this week. With that being said, 5-5 on the road. Detroit is for this season. Brewers are 5-3 at home. Plus 1.5, of course, they're giving it to the Brewers on the run line. Pitching today, we have the A, Jack Flaherty. I always say her name right, Flaherty. That should be right. 1-0 on the season, 1.62 ERA. The whip is 0.96. Going against Quinn Preister. No wins on the season. 1.80 is the ERA. 1.60 is the whip. Like I said, I'm no further than me. They're leaning toward Detroit a little bit. 52% leaning with them. Brewers been getting smacked after they had a nice game against the Rockies. They dropped 3 straight. I don't see them bouncing back on this one. Honestly, my prediction, I'm going with ERA under 2.5 today for Flaherty. Spencer Sweeper under 5 Ks. Whoa. He's an ace out there. I would say because they might. I think the Braves are going to lose, but if they lose, it's going to be not giving up too many hits. I can leave with 5K, although that wasn't my pick for them. I didn't do 5K for the Braves. Honestly, I went with the find it here. I went with Guzman from Blue Jays with the 5Ks. I like that better than Sweeper. But hey, trust me, he's definitely an ace though. So if you're calling that, yeah, under 5 is cool. But I think I don't know. That's the iffy right there. But I like Guzman better with the 6. But onto this game here though. Let me see. Bet. What's the odds? Or which game? You gotta tell me which game. Say Cheese 9. I don't know which game you're talking on. But yeah, this one right here. I took Flaherty to under ERA under 2.5, and I took them for the win. Detroit again for another win. I don't see them dropping off. I think they pick up this. I'll let you join the next one, my guy. I gotta go through this one. I go through some games and stuff. You know, inject your hair, but stay on though, man. Make sure you stay on with me. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Tigers with this one. I think they can get another victory. They're red hot. I don't see the streak dropping, especially against the Brewers, who are just not showing too much toughness right now. So they pick up another one. Like I said, Flaherty, ERA under 2.5 is my pick. Parlay with Detroit for the win. So I'm gonna take both on that one. And we're gonna go to the next game. Got a couple more games here to do. Let me see where we at. Here we go. My bad, y'all. We are going to the Queensbridge, New York Mets against the Minnesota Twins, who at this point, I don't even know why they're stepping on the field. They was looking pretty good when the season started, but so did the White Sox. It did too, and you see what happened with that. Guess the miracles don't last long for them type teams. But they are facing off against Minnesota Twins today. Plus 1.5, of course, they're giving the runs to Minnesota. They're leaning towards, of course, the Mets, 52% on that. The pitching is today for the Mets is Tyler McGill, 2-1 on the season. ERA 0.63 with the whip of 1.26. Going against Bailey Ober, who wasn't too bad, but he's 0-1 on the season. 7.11 ERA with the whip of 1.74. Yeah, another one right here. At first I was gonna do like a couple of hits, but I was like, nah, let me just keep it simple. There you go, right there. And I just teased up and just said -2 for the Mets. I know, people might think, nah, -2 with the Mets. And if you want to get a hit out somebody, I would go with probably Alonso to get you a hit with that. If you want to parlay, Spencer on the 5Ks, what's the odds? What was that? I think it was 130, -130. -130. Oh, my bad. Plus 130 for the under 5Ks for Spencer. My bad. Say Cheese 9. Do you have Yankees winning tonight? Yeah, I teased the money line. Sorry, I teased the run line -2 for the Yankees. I got the win. I think they should win this one easily. I think they're getting a stride back. But yeah, for this game right here, I would go with, of course, I'll tease the Mets up -2, and I like a hit. I would get, well, Alonso, you could do a hit with Soto, but I'll get one of them to get a hit for that game right there. Yeah, the over, I'm pretty sure the over should go too, because I think the Mets are really going to do the majority of the scoring. So I like the over 7.5 on the runs if you decide that one. On to the next game, we got the Astros, who I thought they'd be a little better, but hey, so you can still start it. Do you have? Yep, we got basketball coming up for you, baby. I got that basketball. That's coming next. I got your question. You gotta, not for this episode, be my next one, but it'll be coming soon, so you gotta stay tuned. X-Ro, I got you, brother. I got you. All right, so we got the Astros and Cardinals. Cardinals is looking real good at home, 73 on the season. Astros 3-4 on the road, so they are saying +1.5 runs are given to Cardinals. But they're leaning towards them to win 52%. On the mound today for the Astros, Hunter Brown, 1-1 on the season, 2.0 ERA. The whip is 0.78. Going against Eric Feed, 1-1 on the season, 4.20 ERA, and the whip is 1.00. With this one right here, pull it out. My bad, y'all. Got the thing shuffling around. Sometimes what happens when you're doing your thing like that. Oh, all right. So this one right here, I took the Cardinals on the money line. I don't know. They think the Cardinals probably going to drop it just because they feel. I don't know. I think it's more of a luck of them wanting the Astros to win. So it's just more of a lucky thing. They're thinking like, there's no way the Cardinals can pick up another win. They feel it's destined for them. So Mets going to win. Yeah, I like the Mets to win. I'll get you on the basketball, X-Roll. This is baseball right now. I got you on the basketball. I'm about to put a K on Spencer under K's. Ooh, say cheese. You feeling bold tonight. Woo. What you going on though? See, when I looked at mine, I'm on DraftKings. I'm not on I don't know if that's on FanDuel, but DraftKings, that's where I go to place my bets at. But yeah, we go with that one right there. I like the Cardinals to pull. I think they're gonna pull another one off. I think they're gonna get a winning streak going. I think they're catching a stride at home, and it looks good at home. Why not keep the streak going? He should be out in the 4th inning. That's true too. That is definitely true. Because I think he's gonna give up. I think he's gonna give up enough runs. That sounds good. He might give up enough runs. That's what we gotta hope for. Because I picked them. I don't think they can win anyway. I think the Blue Jays might bounce back. So that's what you gotta. We gotta bank it on. Got bank on the Blue Jays. Just boom, 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 giving it to him. Or he throws 100 pitches and don't look right either. So either way, yeah, I mean, let's roll them dice, baby. Shake them up, shake them up. But yeah, with this one, I got the Cardinals. I think they're going to keep the streak going. I think they're going to really make it happen at home. They're going to go to 8-4 tonight. So I like the Cardinals on the money line. That's +110. So that's what I'm going to rock with that one. Next, we got up the game of the night again, of course. Hey, everybody who was banking on the Cubs, man, hey, they was doing it at first. What was that 4th inning hit? It just, I don't know what happened. The Padres just took over. They took charge, and next you know, boom, 10, just like that. 10-4. Cubs even touched man, they ain't touched the plate again after that. But Padres 11-0 now at home. 11-0 at home. They are undefeated at home still, holding on. Cubs now they dropped their 4th away game, so the 7-4 in the season on the road. Game is starting at 9:40. Over under for this one's 8.5, and this is why. You got Shota Imanaga. You know how he do. He's 2-1 on the season. He dropped that one game, but 2.70 ERA, whip is 0.90. This guy's an ace, so I'm telling you, he's definitely nice. Going against Randy Vasquez, though, don't sleep on this guy. Another ace on the mound, 1-1 on the season, 1.72 ERA, 1.21 on the whip. Now they're leaning towards the Cubs because they felt last night there's no way they dropped that game. They think they'll get it back tonight because they have the better pitcher. This was probably the toughest game for me to bet on again because I could not figure out what I wanted to do. And I just sat back. I said, you know what? I'm going to parlay this, and I'm just going to ride with the home squad. I'm going to say, yeah, Potter's going 12-0 tonight. I'm taking that. I teased that money line up or run line up to -1. Padres -1, and I'm going with my boy that always, no matter what happens, even when I lose my close bets, whatever, I can always depend on Fernando Tatis to get me my bases. 2 bases for him tonight. Yeah, we got Imanaga pitching, but I think if anybody Tatis can get on there, I'm rolling with him, man. Hey, no matter what, he always gets on that base. So we go. What you say? He should be out in the fourth. Yeah, my bad, HG. I see that one, but yeah, 12-0. Padres going 12-0. So that way, by the time Thursday come around, they're number one on the power ranking list. They definitely should be number one. So this should solidify, especially when they beat Cubs is number 4 on the power list. So they should put them at number 1. Why not? No first runner with 2 aces on Padres game. I mean, the pitching staff calls for it. The pitching staff calls for it. The only thing I always think about when it comes to that, I think there's only been 2 games where the Padres didn't get no runs in the first inning. I like that bet. I would try it. Me with the first inning, I just don't kind of like that because these are the type of games I feel, and like I said, Imanaga, I think he might get a little nervous on that mound, man. Tatis is a hard dude to go against. But yeah, that sounds like a good one. I'll check in for that. I might be wrong, but I like that. Yeah, they're 2 aces for sure, but we see how that goes. That's probably your best one. Now, listen, if you don't run first inning for that one, but who I really, really like for sure is the Mariners and the Reds. I like that no run first inning for sure. Or parlay that game right there and parlay the Mariners and Reds. That'd be a good no run first inning parlay. You know what I mean? You got 4 aces on the mound tonight between them 2 teams. So I like that one. But yeah. So this one I'm going with run line -1 for the Padres, and I'm going with my boy Tatis, who always gets it done for me, 2 bases. Let's go. Last but not least, it never fails. You have the Rockies or 1-9 trying to do something against the 8-2 Dodgers at home. And it never fails. Run line's always crazy now when it comes to the Dodgers. It is something new too for baseball. You never seen nothing like this, but now they're going against them. We're like, yeah. So it's hard to find value in a game like this. So you always got to parlay a Dodgers game going against the Rockies or something like that. So with that being said, pitches tonight, Ryan Feltner, 2.81 ERA. Whip is 1.19. That's something going for the Rockies. Going against Landon Knack, who is 1-0 on the season, 10.38 ERA. Whip is 2.08. Yeah, like I said, you want to parlay this up with something unless you believe that tonight could be the night where Feltner can really throw them pitches and get the boys out of there and win a close one. Hard to say. I wouldn't put my money on it, but what I did, I just teased the run line up to -2. I parlayed that one with the Tigers. Flaherty ERA under 2.5 with the win of the Tigers. That's the parlay I did for that one. Because you can't do that. And I like Allen under 4Ks. Yeah, me too. That ain't a bad one. Say cheese. That ain't a bad one. But yeah, for this game, you got to parlay the Dodgers tonight unless you're just going to do a same game parlay where you just get a Tawny for a base. You get Edmund for a base probably and tease the run line up, man, to -2 for that one and maybe some strikeouts. So yeah, like I said, with the Dodgers game right here, just you got to put it together with something. Really nothing to it unless you believe that Colorado can get a win tonight. Put your money on that plus 260 run line, money line to say. But that's it for the baseball today that we got going on. Every team plays tonight, so I gave the picks the best that I could for you guys. Everybody on my TikTok, remember, if you miss my picks, you can go on 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. 223. My opinions are facts. You can go on there, check out, get a recap of all my baseball picks. Make sure you subscribe to the page, like the page, share the page, leave a comment about the page or how you feel about your picks. Make sure you do that. I'll be back here shortly with the basketball picks tonight. Of course, we got the Memphis Grizzlies, Golden State Warriors, and we have the Hawks and the Magic. So I'll be back here shortly with those picks tonight. We'll have that set ready for you. Everybody, Utah. Everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining today. I'll see you guys here shortly back with the basketball picks tonight. It's that time of year for NBA. The play-in starts tonight. Can't wait to see what happens. Peace out, everybody. Sincerely yours, Izzy. He gets busy.